What if I told you that Samsung's next big thing is already quietly taking shape? It's going to be powered by a beast of a chip you've never heard of until now. We're talking about the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and thanks to a newly discovered firmware file, we finally have confirmation that this phone isn't just a rumor, it's real, and it's bringing some serious power. Now here's the part that's going to get tech fans buzzing. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will be running on Qualcomm's next flagship chip, which might be called the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2. That's right, a chip so new it hasn't even been officially announced yet, but we already know it's coming to Samsung's top-tier phone. So how do we know this? Well, inside the firmware, a chip with the model number PMK8850 shows up. That's the kind of deep-level info you only find when you really dig into the files. Since the previous Snapdragon 8 Elite chip had the model number 8750, this new PMK8850 is very likely its successor. And if you're wondering how big of a deal that is, this chip could push smartphone performance to a new level. But that's just the beginning of the story. The Galaxy S26 Ultra won't just be about raw performance. Samsung is also making big promises with its display, camera, battery, and even charging speed. Leaks are pointing to a 6.9-inch screen that brings even better brightness and color accuracy. Imagine watching a 4000 video or playing a game and it looks more lifelike than ever before. For those who love mobile photography, the camera upgrades are just as exciting. We're expecting a 200 megapixels main camera with a wider aperture, which means better low-light shots and more detail in every picture. And for zoom lovers, the 50 megapixels 5x zoom camera is also getting a wider aperture, so now those far-away shots will be clearer, even in tricky lighting. Under the hood, there's going to be either 12GB or 16GB of RAM. Yes, that's more memory than some laptops and a big 5000 mAh battery. But what really stands out this time is the 60-watt fast charging. That's a big step up for Samsung, which has usually been more conservative with charging speeds. This means less waiting and more doing. But while the Ultra model seems to be sticking with Qualcomm's Snapdragon chip, things are still a little uncertain when it comes to the regular Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus. Samsung has been developing its own chip, the Exynos 2600, and recent reports suggest it will feature a brand new heat dissipation system. This could help it compete better with Qualcomm by keeping performance high and temperatures low. The big question is whether Samsung will split the chips by region against Snapdragon in some countries and Exynos in others, or go all in on one chip across the board.